What exactly was this women's march about? I mean, hey, if you want to walk together with other humans in solidarity, I say all the power to you. I think it's wonderful. But how inclusive was it? Apparently, pro-life women weren't very welcome. Neither were conservatives like Kellyanne Conway, which is kind of surprising because, I mean, after all, she did become the first woman to run a victorious presidential campaign. Interestingly enough, not even conservative female reporters were very welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just trying to have a conversation here.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Go away. Get out of my fucking face. I will break your camera. You do not have the right to.
Whoa!
Let's calm down. Calm down.
You don't have the right to film me before you go.
Yes, she does. Just.
So it looks like it wasn't exactly all inclusive. So were they protesting or marching against something? Maybe they were marching against the fact that North American women are so oppressed. While North American females don't exactly have a patriarchal glass ceiling hovering over them, keeping them down. Hillary did win the popular vote, right? So you can't really scream discrimination. Women get paid the same as men, contrary to what third wave, radical, Western feminists might tell you. Well, what about male privilege? I mean, maybe they're railing against male privilege. Workplace deaths, not so privileged. Sentenced to death for the same crime, 20 times higher for men, not so privileged. Jail time served for the same crime, 3 times higher for men. And the list goes on. And of course, there are simple questions we can just randomly ask ourselves to figure out if North American women are oppressed. Are women in your country able to vote, drive, wear what they want, go to school, divorce their husband, own property, go out alone, be uncircumcised, have a career, choose whom to marry, and get help if abused? Well, you get where we're going. So surely it couldn't be about how women in North America are oppressed. So what could it be? Then I thought, maybe they're protesting against other countries and ideologies that actually have a rape culture and treat women poorly. Just like when women protested forced hijab days after the revolution. So I really thought I was onto something until I saw this. Linda Sarsour, who is one of the main organizers of the event, actually advocating Sharia law. Sharia law is reasonable, and once you read into the details, it makes a lot of sense. People just know the basics. And if that didn't make matters worse,
An American flag hijab.
so clearly it wasn't other countries who oppress women and other ideologies that oppress women that they were marching about. Then I realized, to a large extent, it's Trump that they are marching against. I mean, after all, CNN analyst did say that the Women's March was about liberalism and not women. And according to Vox, the protest is anti-Trump among other issues. And what was their big beef with Trump anyways? Well, one, the statement he made about grab him by the pussy, and two was their fear about how he will be with the gay and LGBTQ community. But the funny thing is, Trump has never said anything anti-trans, queer, anti-gay, and actually is the first president to support gay marriage from the beginning. And what about his grab him by the pussy comments? What liberals and Democrats always fail to mention about this comment is that he said, when you're a star, they let you do it. They let you do it. That means consent, okay? He's not talking about sexual assault. He's talking about star chasers, fame chasers, dick climbers. Okay? You may not like the language, but that's what he's talking about. So it seems it is about Trump, not surprisingly, so it is political. But I mean, who's behind it? So I searched the Women's March website, and according to the website, organizers of the march are promoting their work as a grassroots effort. But then I saw that George Soros has been actually funding this march. Well, at this point, it's starting to make a lot more sense to me. It's not about oppression against women in North America. It's not about oppression against women in other countries. It's about the left. It's about delegitimizing Trump. And it's all about using Democrats as pawns to control the political discourse.